What's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you are watching this. It's your boy Robbie. We back with the react. This is going to be also coming from Poetic Flacco. DJ Vlad exposes Aries Spears' dark secret he's been hiding for years. Been a minute since I did a Aries Spears video. It's been kind of quiet with that whole situation with him demanding more money from Vlad. And so now here's something else that's going on. Make no mistake, Aries Spears is a comedian, very funny. I find him to be very funny. I know he caught a lot of slander for that, situation that I'm not going to speak on with him and old girl. But I know he tried to basically rebrand himself and get himself back in the good graces of the people. But here we go again. Well, let's not waste no time. Let's get to this video.
DJ Vlad and Faison Love came together and united in exposing Aries Spears and making his day a whole lot worse.
And the one thing he pointed out that I never really thought about, because I saw Aries perform a couple times, right? He said, Aries never talks about his own life.
No.
It's just jokes.
Yeah.
Corey talks about his life.
You have to as a comedian.
I had details I did not want to know about Corey, from watching him perform, but at least we know it was real.
You have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
The greats.
Yeah, Aries, when I thought about it, he was absolutely right. He just cracks jokes.
He cracks bull jokes in that, hey, Sam, them bull ass impressions, Sam, whatever that bullshit he does. Like, nobody, real people don't want to see that. Okay, we heard you do Jay-Z thousands of times. Jay-Z don't want to hear you do Jay-Z.
This the first time after this clip surfaced that I'm starting to see people rally around Aries Spears and kind of say, Vlad, this is too much, man. Vlad, this is overkill. Vlad, relax. This is the first time I'm starting to see this. But I'm here to tell those people, no, this is Aries Spears karma. Don't get involved. Let Aries Spears karma play out. This is, Aries Spears sat on Vlad TV and dissed every comedian. Dissed all comedians. There was not a comedian funny enough that Vlad can bring up. He dissed actors. He dissed everybody. Nobody was good enough. Nobody was good enough at their particular art form for Aries Spears. Aries felt bold or emboldened to diss these people and start these beefs with these people because he felt like he was backed by the platform of Vlad TV. If Aries Spears was not on Vlad TV, man, he's not going off on half the people he was going off on. He's not dissing Dave Chappelle. But because he felt like he had the platform, the juggernaut that is Vlad TV, he essentially had the upper hand in all beefs because even if they...
And I mean, my thing is, like, I know Vlad was, paying him, a little four-figure, check every time he came up there for however many hours it was. But, I mean, is Vlad really the guy? Like, is that the platform that a lot of us people want to run to because that's going to get us some credibility, some clout? Like, they talk about, like, the way he was acting, if this is true, where he was dissing all these other comedians, I mean, you out here acting like Vlad is like the male Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't think so. Like, me, if someone told me, yo, Vlad wanted to, I wouldn't be jumping for joy for that. Like, okay, what does he want to talk to me about? What could I possibly have going on that he wants to know about me? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that would be somebody that would be on my, he wouldn't be on my radar, and I would hope I'm not on his. Like, no. But I guess.
Responded back in 1 or 2 interviews a year. He got Vlad TV to respond back to him every month. So Vlad TV put the battery in Aries Spears' back and he ran with it. So now that karma is coming back to him. So now Vlad got on another comedian to talk about how funny he's not. Now, I don't feel bad for Aries Spears at all. Not one bit. Now, this next part, I do kind of feel bad for Aries Spears for it, man, because Vlad brought up something during this interview with Faison Love that he admits that he brought up in another interview with Aries Spears, but Aries Spears made him cut it out because this was something that embarrassed Aries Spears. So I'm like, damn, man, because I don't think Aries Spears have taken it that far yet with Vlad. I don't think Aries Spears have gone too personal with Vlad. So I think Vlad bringing this up is like, man, this is like overkill.
Who are you? That's the first thing about a comedian. You have to be vulnerable.
Oh, yeah, no, listen, I brought up certain things in our interviews. He's like, oh, cut that out, cut that out, cut that out. So there's a lot of stuff that came up in the interviews that really just hit the cutting room floor.
See?
Yeah.
That's what he's scared of the truth. What?
Well, I guess there's a situation at a hotel in Sacramento or something.
With the prostitute?
What happened?
He didn't want to pay a prostitute the money. And I checked in the hotel. They says, oh, please, listen. She was like, I'm not saying anything, but the last comedian here was arguing with a prostitute in the lobby. I said, what? You got to tell me who it is. He says, I'm not Aries Spears. I said, what was he arguing about? He said he was overcharged. Sacramento. He's arguing with because a lot of times you go to the venue, you stay at the same hotel.
Right.
The lady checking me in was like, yeah, please, we want it clean here. This is a corporate hotel. We don't want any prostitutes. I was like, who had a prostitute here? Harry Spears. He was arguing with her in the lobby. Now you bring that up to this mother, he gonna be like, oh yeah, he buys that. Oh, he buys that. He buys that. He probably tried to sue me for witcher, but I'll bring up every one of them prostitutes.
Oh, he tried to sue me.
He can't sue you.
He tried to sue me because I said he was rude to my staff.
He can't sue you for that.
For what?
I don't think Aries Spears has ground to sue on because more.
I mean, okay, he pays for to indulge in adult activity. Okay, whoop-de-doo. I mean, there's a large number of men out here that are paying a subscription for OF models and stuff like that. So what are we really saying? Do I condone it? No, I'm not necessarily condone it, but he can do whatever he wants with his money. If he wants to pay escorts or whatever, then so be it. Like, his situation don't stop me. So it's like to try to use that to to throw a low jab. It's like, okay. Like, that ain't something that, I mean, that didn't make me go like, no, not Aries Spears, not him. Like, okay. Like, who knows what these rappers and all of these famous people, we don't know what they doing. See, they're not going to tell the likes of a Vlad, okay, because they already know that he's what Dame would say, a chatty patty or whatever. Like, they already know that. So they wouldn't disclose that information to him. You know what I'm saying? Why that came up in conversation with him and Aries Spears, only God knows. But that's not something that I probably would have divulged to him because he could probably use that later on to try to make me look bad. Nah, I'm gonna keep that one to myself.
Likely this is true, but here's the thing. Hear me out. Hear me out real quick, okay? Hear me out, bruh.
Okay.
Powerful men with money pretending like they don't purchase it is crazy. All right.
Facts. See what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. The likes of probably a Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, maybe even a Warren Buffett with his old ass. They all probably pay for escorts and stuff like that. It's a part of the life. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens that Aries Spears is not on their level in terms of money, but he ain't doing nothing that the rich don't already do. Like, come on, what are we talking about?
Vlad is worth, I don't know, $50+ million. You think Vlad wants to go out to the bar on a random night and pick up a random chick at the bar and bring her back to the spot? Or do you feel
Absolutely
like Vlad
not.
wants to work with a professional?
Exactly.
You think Vlad want to risk going on Instagram and picking up a random
OG
girl
model
on Instagram that may or may not know some rappers who don't like him and then come back to his foot? Nah, man. Vlad probably wants to deal with a professional in 1 or 2 nights out the year. Okay, 1 or 2 nights out the year, your girl tripping, blah, blah, blah. You want to go to well, not your girl, because hopefully you're not cheating. But, like, one of the girls you're dealing with, like, they all acting up. You want to deal with a professional, you go ahead and get a high-end professional. So in that regard, I don't believe anybody sitting there right now talk about Aries Spears and that incident. I don't think anybody in that room has never purchased the box, right? With
Facts.
all that money, man, with all that money, with all that resources, you've never went and got a high-end professional. So I think in that regard, shaming Aries Spears for that, I don't know, right? Like I think that's kind of lame. But I think Aries Spears is lamer when you get to tugging and pulling at a price. Like, come on, homie. Listen, buying box is a rich man's sport. It's simple as that, okay?
I mean, yeah. Now that part I would agree with. Like, look, if she is in that line, if she's in that bit, look, my price is my price. Either you gonna pay it or I'm gonna keep it pushing. So what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. So, like he said, this is that's a rich man's game. And I mean, when's the last time? I mean, I know he was doing some stand up overseas and things like that, but it's like, are you really getting to a bag like that where you can afford that type of stuff? Because, see, yeah, that's a rich man's game right there. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't got it, your best bet is to go. I know he got it, you know, his children's mother or whatever. See what's shaking over there, you know, because you don't need to be out here doing this type of stuff. And then you got these escorts, you know, out here talking bad about you. He don't like to pay, this, that, and the third. You don't want to be in that. You don't want to be in that. No.
If you don't got the paper to buy the box, don't buy the box, man. All right, don't buy the box, man. Bro, you know these women are scam artists. Bro, you know when you dealing with somebody of that, like, bro, they are scam artists. They are finessers. They're thieves. As simple as that, right? But you're going into this knowing they're thieves, knowing they're scam artists, knowing you feel like they dare to finesse. So yeah, they might try to finesse an extra 200, 300, 400, 500 if they know you got it like that, right? But do not go into this interaction if you don't got the paper. Because what are your options here? Get finesse for an extra $500, maybe $1,000, or have stories like this told on Vlad and social media.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. You know, now that I'm sitting here thinking about this, you know, I understand everybody got to get their paper and people gonna get their money by any means. But as a man, though, you know, if I'm rich, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to. At that point, we might as well go ahead and lock it down. Because for me to be paying for you to be, you know, giving me doing adult activities with me, for me to be paying you for something like that, and then it's like, where is that money going to go? That's money that I no longer have anymore. And I know once that money leaves me, it's not up to me to decide on what happens to it. But the way that my brain is wired, it's like it would bother me to see, okay, where did this money actually go? Is this person trying to get out of this life and make something better for themselves, or are they just still out here doing the same thing over and over and over again? See, that's why I couldn't be in that world doing that type of stuff. No.
Forever. Because now, guess what? She's in a lobby embarrassing you, making it very clear that this is what you was here to do. This is what she was here to do for you. So yeah, you should, you know, if you're dealing with people like that, you gotta chalk them to the game, bro. Chalk them to the game. The extra 500 they might try to finesse. They might tell you, "Hey, bro, it's 500. You get there now, it's 1,000 because it's you." Right? Y'all get done, it's 1,500. Hey, bro, I had to go sideways. Now it's 2,500. You just got to deal with it if you are Aries Spears, because you are a celebrity.
2,500 for some boxes.
To deal with a con artist and a scammer, like most of these women are. You got to deal with it. You
some
can't be
women
in no
get that,
lobby
though.
arguing, like negotiating, right? Nah, bro. You just deal with the finesse, man, right? And never see them again. Now, Aries Spears eventually responds back to all of this, but they didn't stop here. Faison Love will continue and talk about Aries Spears as a comedian. Aries Spears, look, yo, I don't know what Faison Love exact beef with Aries Spears is.
Which is interesting that Faison Love is out here, you know, talking about Aries Spears when he got his own set of problems. Wasn't this man just in court over child support? Like, listen, your chicken coop ain't clean either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some issues going on. Where your bread? Like, you're not. Come on, man. Like, you can't sit up here and talk about another dude when your ducks ain't in order.
I think he told me in the past they had some type of run-in at the comedy club when they were younger, and Faison Love slapped the ish out of Aries Spears. But Phase I Love make it perfectly clear he don't like Aries Spears not one bit.
Oh, have y'all made up yet?
No. Nor will we.
You
But
know-
here's the thing, right? He's the one that first put it out there. And I respect, I responded. I did have my Tupac hit him up moment, right? And
That's hilarious.
in his response, he said, "Oh, I'll come."
You know, man, like this is partly why I don't really care for Vlad, honestly, because he just talks as if though he's down and he knows the vibes and he's just got this amazing aura. I didn't do my Tupac hit him up. Like, what? Man, shut up. Just shut up. Like, this is the thing that I can't stand about individuals that can just come in and talk a certain type of way, like they're down, or I'm cool, or I could say this, or oh, this is gonna sound. No, you sound stupid. Hit them up.
Your show for free. You're a coward. You can't see me face to face. I said, cool. Challenge accepted. Come on through. And he said, oh, give me 48 hours. And then after 48 hours, I said, what's good? Oh, no, I'm good.
Let me
I said,
explain
"Man,
something
you're
to you. Let me explain something to you, man, about your friend. A lot of these guys you have on here, nobody ever gave a about until they came on here. That guy was on a show that nobody ever. If your power went off and your television can only watch Mad TV, you would still watch MASH. Nobody gave a about Mad TV.
I'll be honest, right? This is not me just speaking after the fact, but if you watch all my interviews with Aries, you'll see consistently what I'm about to say is true. I have never in my life watched an entire episode of Mad TV.
No one has,
Not in
Vlad.
life. Maybe if it was on, I'd watch part of a skit as I'm going to something else. Never
No.
in life.
I mean, I'll admit, yeah, I didn't watch Mad TV. Hell, I mean, I didn't even watch SNL. See, a lot of that stuff was on, I'm not going to say where I was too young, but I just was not interested in watching any of that. When it came to comedy, stand-ups, comic view on BET, is it Comedy View or Comic View? I forget. I'm getting old. I would watch that. Coming to the Stage, I watched that. And then when Dave Chappelle came out with Chappelle's Show, I mean, it was over at that point. Like, that's all niggas was watching. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, of course, like I said, the stand-ups here and there, whoever had a new stand-up coming out, I watched that. But, yeah, Mad TV, that wasn't one that I was watching, nor was I watching SNL. So,
Have I ever?
No one.
I've watched Living Color.
Yes.
Over and over again.
It was a staple.
a lot
I
of
have
this stuff was
watched
before my
definitely
I was
Chappelle's
too
Show,
young.
everything I could get a hold of. I
Yes.
watched every single episode.
Yes.
The Boondocks, every single episode.
Boondocks, Jesus.
Saturday
Yeah.
Night Live, I've definitely watched a lot of
course.
episodes over the years.
Yes.
Not consistently, but I've definitely watched an
Yes.
entire episode. I have.
You know, it's so funny how prior to him and Aries Spears falling out, I'm pretty sure he was not going this gun heavy on just saying these things. Oh, I didn't watch, Mad TV. He was probably poised and, very gracious, and he wasn't going off the rails like this. But because they not cool, this is how you really feel. And this is what I'm saying. You got to meet people where they're at. And when you meet them where they're at, they need to be as transparent as possible. Don't sit up here and be talking this noise now that me and you ain't cool. No, tell me how you really feel. This is how you felt the whole time. You didn't really rock with Mad TV. You didn't watch any of my, watch me on TV. So you don't really F with me like that. But because you need to keep this channel moving so that you can make money off of this, you're willing to get me up here and get whatever information you can get out of me, generate some views, some clicks or whatever, give me my little money. And then if I, at this point, feel like I should get more money, which, again, I don't think that Aries Spears probably understood the breakdown in the math of the money because he was a little off with that. But for it to get to this, it's like, come on, but this is how you really felt. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, this is how you really felt.
Never in life watched a Mad TV episode.
No one has.
And that is still his claim to fame. He's like, oh, Vlad TV ain't my claim to fame. I was on Mad TV.
Well,
See what I'm saying? Like Vlad is basically just showing you, and I know I keep stopping it, but I'm just trying to make a point here. Vlad is showing everybody this is how he really felt. It's like, okay, the minute this decides to get out of line, or if me and him ever have a falling out, I'm gonna show my true colors. This is how you felt for real deep down. You know what I mean? You really ain't rock with me, and that's okay. But I just wish I would have known this early on, because I would have never even came up here on this platform. That's one thing I can definitely say I do respect about the likes of like a Marlon Wayans, because he let Vlad know from the gate, no, if you want me to come on your platform, you're going to pay it. You're going to pay for me to come on there. You're going to cost you a ticket for me to get up on here. And that really was kind of like a chess move, because for real, Marlon Wayans probably does not even want to be on no Vlad, because he's like, I already know how you are. You know what I'm saying? I know the type of people you have on here. You, for the most part, like to get people who may be down on their luck, don't got no money, need a quick buck. So you get them on here and you get them to talking. You pay them a couple of thousands while, you pocket the bigger half or the bigger part of the money. You know what I'm saying? You pocket the most. Nah, I'm good on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of messed up.
No one's seen that. Let me explain
That
this
was
to
like
you.
30 years ago.
The writers from Mad TV are more popular than the people that were on it.
Right. Key and Peele?
Key and Peele, Orlando Jones.
Okay.
I think Quincy Jones produced the show.
Huh.
If I'm
I
not,
never knew that.
I believe Quincy Jones did. That was a Quincy Jones show.
Yep.
And I
Quincy
said,
Jones, David Salzman.
and I said, Quincy Jones
QDE.
know nothing about comedy.
I could easily defend Aries Spears here. I could easily say, hey, man, bro, Mad TV had about 15 seasons, 330 episodes. Mad TV was a success. But somebody was watching Mad TV, bro. And when you have 300 plus episodes, somebody was watching you, bro. Like it wasn't this abject failure. But why say that? When Aries Spears did the exact same thing to Legends, bro, Aries Spears says that Bill Cosby was never funny. Aries Spears says Bill Cosby was never a star. Bill Cosby was never a star, according to Aries Spears. So if Aries Spears...
Now that's kind of bugged out. He said that, because let's be for real. I mean, put aside the whole putting whatever in the whatever and all of that, all the allegations, put all of that to the side. You can't diminish the quality of work that Bill Cosby did on camera, from the Cosby Show to the Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, Uptown Saturday Night, Let's Do It Again, A Piece of the Action. What's the other joint that he did in the 60s? Damn it. And I know the name of it too. Some sort of like spy show or whatever. If y'all know, put it down in the comments. I know what it is. I just can't think of the name right now. It's like slips my tongue. I wasn't around back then, but I know what it is though. I just don't know the name. But to say that is just wild to me, because make no mistake, if you was to compare Bill Cosby's impact to black culture in comparison to Aries Spears in terms of, it's not even close, my nigga. It's not even close. You have people to this day that still watch the Cosby Show. They'll say things like the Cosby Show is what made them want to go to school and college and have a life like that with children and, a successful wife and my kids going off to college. They somewhat, even though it's fictional, it's not real, they use that as a backdrop to what they may have wanted their life to look like. Aries Spears, you was on a Mad TV. You did, skit comedy. You know what I'm saying? Now, you may have inspired people to maybe want to do comedy, but that's probably as far as that reach was. You didn't have people out here wanting to go out here and be professors and be doctors and stuff like that. So, yeah.
is allowed to discredit other people in their
Respectfully.
work, then yeah. If Vlad, Faison Love, do y'all thing, man. Do y'all thing. So now Aries Spears is getting a taste of what it feels like when someone discredits you. Yeah, do your thing, man. Discredit the heck out of him. Yeah, discredit him some more. All right, do your thing, man. Nah, that's just facts. That's just facts. Now, Aries Spears would respond back. Now, he responded back to Faison Love because I think Faison Love at some point like questioned his looks or said he was ugly during this interview. So Aries Spears declined to respond back to everything else, but I guess Faison Love calling him ugly, that was the line that he drew in the sand, right? You could call me any other thing you would have called me, man, but you calling me ugly is an insult that I can't bear.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Aries Spears here. Listen, man, I want to give a very heartfelt brother-to-brother message to my man Faison Love, aka the Mucinix Booger. Listen, brother, I know you want to keep my name in your mouth. I know you want to keep going on Vlad and talking about me. But if you're going to talk about me, even though it's a subjective opinion, try to show a little bit of intelligence by not saying things that are just ridiculous. Mad TV was a horrible show. I was terrible on it. I have no talent. To be quite honest, if we're being honest, a lot of people will say, I'm funnier than you. And right now, I'm not the one in court in handcuffs in an orange jumpsuit dealing with child support issues.
Nah. I was just talking about that. I mean, hey, man, like I said, you can't be on here popping and your chicken coop ain't clean. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be doing that. And it's funny enough, as we're watching this, he brought that up. So that was a direct shot. Look, you basically, you being on Vlad TV, popping about me, when you're on TV, like, you basically just gave me the alley-oop. You gave me all the ammunition I need because all I got to do is just bring this up. Like, yo, you in court over child support in the orange jumpsuit. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth and got your public defender or your attorney or whatever speaking on your behalf saying that you would need to be out right now filming a movie or whatever, or a show. So, yeah, come on, man.
So
Can't
you
be
have
doing that.
enough on your plate to deal with, both figuratively and literally. Worry about cleaning up your own shit. Get out of my backyard. I'm good, bruh. You said you only make $10,000 a year, a month, whatever it was. My numbers are Elon Musk compared to yours as far as a yearly income. Worry about yourself and keep that gravy out your mouth. And me as well. Much love and blessings to you, Big Worm. The Mucinix Booker.
There you have it, bro. Yo, I think Aries Spears is at a point where he's just done. Like, he just done with the online beefing, bro. He's cool. Vlad TV broke him, which I'll be real, man. You should have left Vlad alone, man.
That part I agree with. I definitely do agree that he should have never done business with Vlad to begin with. You feel me? Because we clearly just seen with that Faison clip how Vlad really felt about him, and he was just waiting for an opportunity to say those things. So he let you know right then and there he never really rocked with you. You know what I'm saying? He never watched you on Mad or anything like that, which, okay, fine, you didn't. But the fact that you're going so hard and you're going aggressive about it, like, you really felt this deep down in your heart that you really wasn't rocking with me from the jump. You just needed me for clicks. You needed me for views. You needed me for information because you got to keep this channel going because that's all you got. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got. All you got is hip hop culture. You can't go over and bounce into pop culture and what's going on with the likes of people that maybe look like you and get them on your platform. You want to come over here and dilly-dally with what we got going on because this is what generates money for you. Like, come on, man. You're like, it's like you're a one-trick pony. You feel me?
You had a good thing going, but you came online. You thought it was sweet. He thought Vlad was sweet. He thought, because Vlad was going through it with Boosie, it was an easy time now to strike, to go off on Vlad, to try to squeeze Vlad for more money. And Vlad taught you a lesson, man. You feel me? It ain't never sweet. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, man. Y'all think Aries Spears?
All right, that's going to be the end of the video. Shouts out to Poetic for that one. Yeah, I mean, say what you want. Yeah, Aries might have been a little bit out of pocket for wanting more money when, of course, he doesn't generate the type of views that Boosie does. But you know, that was something that should have been taken care of in private. We shouldn't know about that. But again, everything has to be a moment. Everything has to be viral. Nothing is sacred or kept behind closed doors nowadays because people need the clicks, people need the views, they need the money. So anything moving in secrecy has to be exposed in order for people to put bread on the table, unfortunately. So it's just sad that that situation couldn't have been kept private with him and Vlad, and now we're seeing it unfold, and it's just getting messy. It's getting really messy. But yo, y'all let me know what y'all think. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Make sure you check the like button, sub to the channel, and be sure to sound off in them comment sections so your asses is kicked out. That being said, it's your boy Robbie. Until the next video, I'm out.